the one that that gets the gold and made me the most angry, bro. They massacred Bumi. They massacred my boy, bro. Bumi was terrible. Bumi was so bad. But the character of Bumi was insane. And I hated the Omashu episode with Bumi. It was so bad. The bending in this was top tier. The bending in this was the best thing that they did. The bending was amazing all the way across the board. So the fight between Bumi and Aang, still very good. And they still, again, kind of like I said, they take little nuggets and they drop little things throughout the series that gave us callbacks to the show. The choreography is almost the exact same. Like, remember Bumi threw the giant rock and Aang had to like do the backflip through it. Over it. Like they threw that in there. So like it was the choreography and a lot of things like that were very similar. But Bumi was essentially like a mad king. He instead of giving Aang trials to one, teach him he was being ready and tell him like, okay, you can't tell who I am. The first interaction they have, he's like, yo, what up? I'm Bumi. He like snorts and Aang's like, Bumi? And he's like, hey, Aang, haven't seen you in a little while. What's going on? Why are you still young and I'm 100? Like, what's happening here? So he knows at the beginning of the episode that it's Bumi he's dealing with. And the whole episode, Bumi is like angry with Aang for leaving the world and having to like have this war go on. He's like legitimately angry with Aang the whole time. So all his like trials, Bumi's like actually trying to kill him because he's like upset that Aang wasn't around and wasn't there. And he wasn't
even
lovable.
After all that fucking time, Bumi and Aang still loved each other in the anime. So it was like, or not the anime, sorry, the show.
The show.
Because why on God? Why would you even change that?
I don't know why they changed it.
Like the source material is right there. You don't have to create more conflict than there already is. These motherfuckers are children fighting a war. There is enough conflict.
Bumi's character, that was the closest I ever came to not going back and finishing the series. I'm not gonna lie. I stopped and I was like, bro, they can't do it.
Bumi wasn't even in the show that much, but that one interaction between Aang and Bumi was just like is one of the prize moments of the whole entire show.
It was. It really was.
It was such a pivotal moment for Aang too. Because right after that, they were already invading again. It was such a pivotal moment within the show. So it was like, I don't know. I knew it wasn't gonna, bro. I can't deal with live action, and I can't.
I'll say this. The one thing that they did, so Omashu ended up being like 3 episodes. Like they were in Omashu for like 3 episodes, and they threw a lot of the storylines that happened.
That's very long, actually. For
no, but that's what I'm saying. What they did was
convincing.
What they ended up doing, and this is where the writing actually did well in. They condensed it in a way that they took some of the storylines that were throughout them trying to get to the Northern Water Tribe, and they all just happened in Omashu. So like they meet Jet as they're walking into the village, walking into Omashu, because remember Papalopoulos or whatever they had to pretend to do. So they do have a callback to that later, even though he didn't say it at the gate. So I was mad when he didn't say it at the gate. They had a callback to it later. So I said, all right, I'll let y'all rock. But one of the people that they meet that helps them get into Omashu is Jet. And so Katara meets Jet. They start doing their thing. The freedom fighters who were really cool. So that's how they played that. At one point, even the Secret Tunnel episode, they had the nomads that were going around saying Secret Tunnel, like they were there in a tunnel outside of Omashu. So like it worked because all of that stuff kind of was in the same region anyway because they were traveling, but they just dropped it all in Omashu and just did it over 3 episodes.